Hello and welcome to the busiest day of the season. As a matter of fact, it's so busy that this is gonna be the easiest part of my day. I've been dancing around on the builds with different varieties of gray. I mean, other than the browns. But we got kind of white, light gray, dark gray, really dark, and I finally have a white build, and I felt like it was most appropriate here for the library. It took quite a while to get the dimensions right on this, particularly that angled front. I wanted to get a little bit of color in the middle. I wanted room for that. I wanted to kind of get the size right. It is bigger than the library would have been in Myst, but I needed to make sure there was room for lots and lots of redstone. And that's mainly what we're going to be working on today. I know there's going to be some spoilers involved, but I realized there was no way I could talk about this library build at all without giving away some of the redstone. But don't worry, I'm not giving it all away. There'll still be some secrets. So let's start where every good video should start. Let's start at the end. You may have noticed while I was standing here that there is obsidian around the entrance of this doorway. Well, that is intentional. A video game can easily have some kind of fancy exit, much like in Minecraft when you defeat the dragon with a story fading away and the credits and everything. But this is not really going to have that ability. What I do need is a way for the person who has completed this puzzle, or all the puzzles, and they don't have any armor, they don't have any tools, they don't have any weapons or anything on them. I need a way for them to get out of here. So that's what this portal is about. And that's what these holes in the ground are about. I've left a ton of room down here under the build. What I'm going to do is have some item filters. We'll build them here in just a second. But for the 4 different books, they may be something other than books. I'm having a problem with the item filter. But with the 4 items that you collect throughout the game, you will put them in the 4 containers here, and then they will run a line over to here, triggering the portal. Don't believe me? Well, let's get working on it. Okay, here's another one of my handy dandy sorters, and this took me a very long time to figure out. I've been working with these for a while. I'm not quite sure what the difficulty is, but it's a very, very niche kind of problem. Let's see if I can explain it to you. I don't even know if you care, but I'm going to explain it anyways, okay? Okay. All right, we have books. I want to use books as the items that you can put in the final problem so I can say things in them, maybe story components or jokes or whatever I want. And so since item filters only work as stackable, regular books obviously will work, right? Because they stack, no problem. However, you can't customize a plain book. So that doesn't work. So you can get a book and quill, but book and quills do not stack. So you can't write in a book and quill, not sign it, and have them stack. You have to sign the book. So if we sign the book, what you end up with here, for example, here's when I signed Test Book by the Tester, and I created a second useless book called Dummy Book by the Dummy, and because of their names, they won't stack. Now that's also kind of a good thing, because now we have customizability between the books. This one won't go in this one spot, and this one won't go in this one spot. That's great. But the problem is, even if I made another book called Test Book by the Tester, it won't stack here because it's an original book. You see there at the bottom it says original? They won't stack because they're original. So what you need to do is make a copy of the original. This is Test Book by the Tester, a copy of the original. Now, if you make as many of these copies, now, not copies of the copies, but as many copies of the originals that you want, then they will stack together. So you can have a customized book, and you can have them stack together to work in an item filter, and the puzzle will work, problems are solved, confusion is over, and oh man, sometimes Minecraft just breaks my head. Okay, we have in here the required number of items for this filter. We will put in a test book here. And then whenever people go out and play the game and they find the next test book, they can put it in the shulker and it will filter down and come down to this. Seriously? What's happening now? Why does this work in creative and not work here? Oh, I forgot a redstone dust. Hold on 1 second. Oh my gosh. I was freaking out. Okay, that should allow, yes, 1 book to go down. I'm not a very good redstoner, y'all. I barely know what I'm doing. Okay, then all I need to do is put one of these in all 4 quadrants. All 4 of those will go to a combination lock, and that combination lock will then send a signal up this way? Yeah, up this way over to the door. Let me get those in and I'll show you what happens when it gets to the door. Ta-da! All right, all 4 in place. And I've already set them so that whenever they fill or have the item drop to the bottom, I have a comparator reading that and a repeater pushing a signal out of all 4 of them. Oh, let's see if I can find my way around. I blocked myself in. All the way over to here. And so all 4 of the lines will come into the 4 sections of this combination lock that I've created, the one I've been using all over Myst Island. And whenever they are active, they'll send a line all the way up to there. How am I going to get up there? Let's throw on my armor real quick, and then kind of fly out. Oh, wait, okay, we did it. That's good. That worked. All right. So yeah, the line comes all the way up here, hits a repeater, comes back around, and then there is a dispenser right here with a flint and steel, and that will trigger setting off the portal, lighting the portal, and giving someone their exit from this area. Not just this area, but the entire Myst Island. That will be the final solution to the puzzle. It's not much of a secret because when you walk in here, you're going to see these 4 glaringly obvious white shulkers. Here in the middle, there's going to be a podium with a book on it, giving you a little bit of explanation. I know Myst is really big about mystery and getting you to try to, wait a minute, I just realized something. Is the name Myst because of mystery? I was just thinking it was like, had to do with like mist and fog. Did I just realize something after like 30 years? Okay, that's cool. Wow, my mind's a little blown right now. All right, yeah, there's gonna be a book here explaining things. So not much mystery. I can't believe I just now figured that out. I'm not very fast. Okay, well, now that that part of this is more or less done, I mean, obviously the book has to go in. Now that is done, we're going to move on to something a little bit more obvious. Actually, something that I am not doing. In the original game, there was like a painting here of the bookshelf. And when you clicked on it, the bookshelf would open, giving you access out the back. And then it would close a door here in the entrance. And then if you wanted to leave again, you had to click on this painting. It would close this door and let you leave. Now, is that something you can do in Minecraft? Absolutely. Pushing buttons, opening doors, creating stairwells, all kinds of things. That is like standard Minecraft redstone work. It's really common. It's not that hard to do. However, in the original game, I hated this. It was a huge pain because as you'll see here in a little bit, walking in and out of here, out the back, going to other places, changing settings, walking out again, coming back in over and over. It was a huge part of the game. And every time I had to open and close that painting to give access to the back or the front, I was so annoyed. It was really obnoxious. So we're not going to do that. I just have this opening open already. You are free to walk back there. As you see, I got myself a stairwell going on, leading to a hallway, heading all the way back to where you can probably guess is going to be right underneath well, this is my beacon. It's inside the mountain. And that's actually going to be the last thing we do today. I just wanted to show you what the purpose of why I'm not doing that secret open entrance, because opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing is so obnoxious. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to skip that. Instead, we're going to go to something way more important from the original game. If you see here, this painting in the original game shows the island of Myst. And as you turn the setting on it, it actually turns the area up above the mountain, allowing you to see different things and get solutions to different puzzles. I felt like I had to do this. This to me felt like one of the most important components of the entire island, and I had to find a way to do it. So we're gonna do it right here, but we're gonna have to change things up a little bit. Let's start by making a few maps. Okay, why did I put a red square right here? We're gonna deal with another kind of niche mechanic here in Minecraft. It's the maps. So as you see here, I have a red square around this component, clearly marking it as what this map is all about. But I don't want this red line to be here the whole time. So there's a bit of a trick you can do. If I grab some glass panes and a cartography table, I can take this map, put glass on it, and that will lock the map into this configuration. See, it looks normal, but now it's a locked map. So if I remove this red line from this area, like that, the map will still have the red line around it, which is perfect. So now I can make a marked map for 4 of the different builds around here, and they can stay marked for, for the little puzzle that we're doing without having the red lines up in the sky or anything. Is this my most educational episode yet, or what? Why don't you all let me know down below in the comments if you knew about the maps and if you knew about the stackable books, or if, I'm just mansplaining all of this to you. You may already know it. There we are, 4 maps marking 4 locations. We have the fountain there, rocket ship, the gears, and this is the power station. I really wish I could have found a way to do it on one map, but I didn't see any way to create an adjustable triggering system with using just one map, so I had to use the 4. So you see here you have an arrow, and when you point it towards this one, you'll get the results for that. As you turn it towards this one, you'll get the results for this, etc., all the way around. Sounds simple? It's not. I'm not even going to try to explain the redstone to begin with. I'm going to install it, extol it, install it. I'm going to install it and then just show you the results, because it's a huge, crazy kludge of a redstone mess. Give me, 3-4 hours and I'll be back. Man, why do I keep doing this to myself? Alrighty, it is done. And I'm so stinking proud of this that I'm going to reveal it. Even though I probably should keep it hidden behind the spoiler wall, but I can't help it. It's just way too cool. And to be honest, it's one of the things that kicks off the map. So you'll learn it pretty early on anyways. So I might as well show you because it's so fun. Okay, as we said, when this arrow is pointing at the 4 different corners, it'll put off different signal strengths and triggering different areas. And the best way I can kind of show what's going on is to take you back and to show you the mess. I think it's actually pretty organized, I think, for me, but it's still pretty messy. Let's head down below. I have this open temporarily while I work on this. Here is my redstone mayhem. We'll go down here first of all, and then go up the other way, kind of up in the middle of everything. Here we go. Head up over here. And then what we're going to see here in a second, this is, all the way to the top. Okay. The other side of this block right here is where the arrow is. So it's putting out signal strength to this comparator right here. And then what I did was I ran the line in a zigzag pattern down these glass blocks, okay? So when it goes to the first corner and it puts off a signal strength here of 2, It runs the power line off to there, around, down the hallway, and all the way up the mountain. But then whenever it gets to 3, it kills that signal. It pulls us out of the way, makes it, or actually it pushes it forward, makes it stop working. Then when it goes down to 4, it'll turn on the blue line. And the blue line goes all the way up the mountain. And then when you go to 5, it pushes the other direction and kills that line. So forth and on until I got all 4 of the different lines going. When it works really well. I'm super proud. Okay, let's see. We're not gonna go back there. That's just some hallways that's just dug through the middle of everything. They follow the main hallway. They go beside it. The hallway that I showed you that I decided not to put a stairway-like door, a redstone door on. This one right here. So yeah, it's back there, and it runs along the side of this hallway all the way back until it gets right underneath the mountain. See, there they are. They run up here, run up the side, all the way up there to my structure up above, where I have Tui waiting to show you how this thing works. I'm so proud. I'm gonna do a little picture-in-picture. Let's head back to the library. All right, here we are back at the maps. There in the top right corner, you can see Tui. Say hi, Tui. Hi. How you doing? Okay, he's gonna keep an eye on it. So whenever we turn the dial to the first rotation, here we go. It takes a little while to get there, but then, oh, look at that. It opens up. Oh my gosh, I love it, I love it, I love it. And then we can close it. Takes a little while. And then it closes, look at that. Okay, Tui, go to the next one. Great. Okay, then we can open that one up. Once again, take a moment. And it opens! It's so great! And then we can close it again. All right, thanks, Tui. You did a great job. I'm not sure you grasp how far away this thing is. This is the building. And up there in that black container is where the redstone is where those doors are opening. It's amazing. It works so good. Oh, I gotta sleep, but it works so good and I cannot believe it. Okay, so we're back in this room that's directly below the center of the mountain. And if we go out here and look, you can see that all I have at the moment is scaffolding going all the way up to it. We're about to do more redstone magic. I said I wasn't going to do this. I've mentioned this in some streams that I thought it was too difficult, that I couldn't pull it off reliably. But I think I found an elevator. I think I found one that works. Apparently, I'm not the only one. Matter of fact, I don't even know who to give credit to on this. There are so many people that have examples of this. If you just YouTube, Bedrock elevator, you're gonna find basically the same one used for everybody all over the place. So, I'm gonna head back down into this room, do some decorating, and start working on an elevator. I don't have time for a tutorial. I'm so sorry. I know I'm rushing this, but this is a lot to do. And I really wanted to get this whole thing done as far as the redstone today. I just feel like I've been dragging it out a bit and I really want to get plenty of time to test this and fix problems and make sure that it's working exactly how I want it before you guys get it at the end of the season. So give me just a few more moments and we'll install an elevator. All right, I've done it. The final structure of Myst Island is done. Now, it doesn't mean I'm done with the island. I got lots and lots of details and stuff to do. But the final structure is finished and I'm dying to give you a walkthrough. As you come through the door, I tried to keep similar vibe to what it was. I mean, it was a library, but it was a simple library with paintings and things around the walls. I've already told you about this puzzle here. I just have some random paintings just to keep up the original appearance of the library. I'm planning on putting some little fun books in here. You'll have to download the world to find out what they say. And I have the final book here. I'm not going to write this one until I have everything else done in the world. I want to make sure that the instructions I put in there are perfectly accurate and up to the last minute. But now we can go down this hall to the elevator that I told you I have installed, and it took me forever. There's absolutely no point in me telling you how to build one because I barely understand it myself. I had to rebuild it 12 times, and that's with instructions. It kept breaking on me, but only whenever you build it. Once it's fully built and working, it seems to be super stable. However, I did put a little extra way up. If the elevator ends up breaking on you, you can take the scaffolding all the way up. But it's way more fun to take the elevator, so we're gonna do that. It's fun and, well, a little bit scary. Ready? Here we go. See what I mean? It's scary. It's like, okay, close your eyes, we're almost to the top. Okay, we made it. Okay, we made it. I'm sorry. I thought it was too flashy for you. I'm super sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. But it actually, that's one of the worst rides I've had. Usually it's not quite that bad. So at least now you see what the worst experience is. And anything other than that, it's just better. And I have another door here. This is where the scaffolding would come up if you choose to take that route instead. But yeah, I'm very happy I did this. It's really tight. But I'm very happy that I actually put the elevator in here because that was a really cool part of the first game. I remember way when I first played the game that those visuals were new to games at that time. And seeing that elevator ride up and stop at its destination was super cool. So I have it in place, and then I have the 4 locations here at the top where you can get to, and hopefully if you set things correctly, you will see answers to what you need. I know I gave that away, but I can't help it. I just had to show you everything. Okay, I feel good. I have so much more to do. I have trees, I've got lighting, I've got to make sure all the puzzles are working correctly. I got lots and lots to do, which we'll work on in the next episode. But for now, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I cannot believe I finally did it. It is done. I know that I've been showing each build one at a time, but we're going to wait. I'm so close to a full island flyby. Let's do that next time. Does that sound good? Okay, all right. Well, I hope that you had fun. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you found it adequate. Yep, that's right. That sound means I still have a spoiler for you all. Despite showing you everything that's in here, there is one little spoiler I wanted to save for the end. So if you don't want to see it, maybe don't check it out, okay? I'll give you a second. Okay, all right, the spoiler is the fireplace. In the original game of Myst, the fireplace was where you put in the final solution to the final puzzle to get you to the final book to have you leave Myst Island. Well, I didn't want to finish the game here. I wanted to finish the game by walking through the portal. But I still wanted to put something in here. So if you go in here and you look through this little hole right here, there is a switch that opens up that will provide you with some instructions. What you'll find here is the instructions to the planetarium. It'll tell you exactly what you're supposed to do inside of there and how to work that area and where you need to look and what you need to do. I know I don't have the book here yet. I have so much to do to make sure it's all working correctly. I want to go through each of the 4 sections of the island and make sure from beginning to end it is working 100% correctly rather than just doing it piece by piece. I'm going to go from beginning to end and make sure it's working. Okay? Okay. Thanks for sticking around. Have fun, everybody. Bye.